In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the picking style of Last of My Kind by Jason Isbell. So we'll go over what he's doing, how he's picking the patterns he's using, and the chords that are on there. So it won't be exactly the whole song in its entirety, but we'll go through kind of the motifs and what he's doing in the song to give you an idea of how to play that and how to go about it. First things first, let's go over what tuning we're in, and we have the capo on. So we are in standard tuning, and we've got the capo on the 2nd fret. And so from there, we can go over the chords that will be used in this tutorial. We'll just go over 3 of them, although there are more that are used in the song. We've got this G, so the 5th fret on the 6th string, and then our open strings on 4, 3, and 2. We'll have this G over C, so imagine we've got our C shape, but we're going to keep that ring finger down on the 6th, so it's really a C over G, if we thought about this without the capo. C over G, we can use a C, traditional C chord, as well as our D, sus2, with that open high E string. So again, those chords are G, G over C, C, D sus2, back to G. So that's the gist of what we're going to be using in the tutorial. Now looking at what's happening in his right hand, my left hand, since I'm the lefty, is looking at what's happening with the pick in upstrokes and downstrokes. So this is was a little bit challenging for me because what Jason is doing here is not what I would have done, but that's also, there's always more than one way to play things usually. So take this as to what he's doing and then apply it for what works best for you. So let's look at what he's doing here. So we've got this G to D, and he's using a pick, and he's using both down. G, D, both down. G, down, D. Now the second part of that motif, we have down, up, down, up. Right? So if we look at this and put this all together, down, 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 up, down, up. I'm getting tripped up there, because right, to me, I would have played that down, 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 kept with that motion. So take that concept, right? The right notes are going to be the right notes, and do what is best for you. Another way you can play this is without the pick altogether. That's the second part we'll go over, but just looking at that, right, thumb, index, and then a roll, thumb, index, middle, ring. Right, you hear that. So let's look at the next part of that motif that I played a bit there. So we're going to play the first half of that GD. That we have, but now we're going to add that G or C over G. So let me play with the pick. Right, G, D, G, strum in all those strings, 4, 3, 2. Hammer on like our C shape off. So we'll add that to that first part. So putting it all together, we've got G, D, G, D, G, B, G, D, G, G chord, C, back to that G. Now let me play it with the right picking pattern that Jason has, so you can get a feel of how that whole motif is being played there. that's what's going on, and you can see me kind of alternating between what he's doing and how I would naturally play that part. Again, right, doing what Jason does exactly and how he's playing it is great, and I would advise that we learn that, or you learn that, because there's discipline, right? There's always good to look at others and see how they're doing things and learn from that, but then also playing into our own individual strengths and adapting it into what's comfortable for us to play that. So now let's take that concept and let's apply it to some other chords in the song, such as the C. Right? We can play that root and then go up to the next string and then play the root again, and then we can go to that roll. Right? Just like we did with the G, we can go back to that. We can go to the D. And then just ended it there on the G. Now when it gets to the chorus, he is strumming along there. But all in all, that's the picking part of Last of My Kind by Jason Isbell. Now let me play through the pattern one last time, just hanging on that G, so you can, again, get a sense of what it feels like. And to me, it's almost like a train. You can kind of feel that beat, and once you get it down, it just feels natural to get it going. So here it is on that G. That wraps it up for this tutorial of Last of My Kind. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or if there's other songs you'd like for me to cover.